Hey, my name is Matt Stohrer and I repair saxophones for a living. I want to show you something kind of interesting on this old Couesnon. It's a very, very old Couesnon. It is keyed up to high F sharp. You can see that that tone hole is actually like impinging on a little bit of the neck tenon receiver there. But this low C tone hole, that is the original shape. It is oval. And also, interestingly, it's extremely level. This horn has some of the most level tone holes I've seen out of the factory. Now, these are brazed tone holes, like a king. They're not drawn out, and later Couesnons, these are drawn and rolled. But let's see if you can see this. I've got the back side of a tone hole file here. And if I put it on, let's see if we can make that visible to you guys. Maybe going around the back would work. So I've got a leak light under there. You can see there's just the barest hint of a little bit of light coming out, right? And that's pretty unusual. Tone holes are typically fairly unlevel from the factory. See here again, like the barest hint of a little bit of light there. That is really, really level. Very impressive to me. Like I said, this is probably the most level I've seen ever coming out of a factory, and this is a very old Couesnon, and even it's a little bit harder to get. Okay, if I hold it here on this tone hole and we flip it up, there's just, I mean, see, right? And then let's see if we can do it. And it closes. It's just so level. It's really amazing workmanship. Now, I haven't worked on too many Couesnons. I'm not quite sure what to expect from this one, especially it being so old, but I played it on its original pads. It was very, very leaky, but it had a fantastic voice and really good intonation. Here's one of the pads that came out. Can you guess from which tone hole? But so, the reason they did this is they wanted to have a certain amount of venting, but if they made that tone hole round, then it would have had like really high sidewalls. It might have been a little bit difficult to make. And I guess since they were, hand brazing these tone holes, they just decided, well, hey, we can actually increase the venting area without, having to deal with a whole lot of like strange geometric stuff if we just make it oval. So I guess because of the way that they were putting it together, that was not a problem. And as you saw, it's very, very level. Now it'll be interesting to seat that pad. As you see, it comes pretty close to the edge of the pad in that key cup, and just a tiny bit of room here and a tiny bit of room here, so even perfectly centered it's going to be really close to the edge. But if they made it work, I can make it work. So this is old Couesnon, and it's got a very interesting low C tone hole. Now a lot of people look at this and they think, oh my god, that's horrible, but it's it's a fairly reasonable solution to the problem of an undervented D. Because when you've got, when you're fingering D, you've got one open tone hole and then a closed tone hole for the C sharp, and then the next open tone hole is way down here for the B, right? And that note has traditionally always been something of, a little bit difficult as far as the voicing and intonation and the timbre of it. And like I said, when I played this on original pads, it was very, very open and warm and beautifully in tune. So we'll see what that's like when I actually get it completely fixed up. I should know in about a week or so, and I'll probably make a video, because if this horn plays anything like it did before I repaired it, it's going to be a fantastic saxophone, so I'm really excited. But anyhow, just wanted to show you that before I took it apart, because that's so unusual. It's really, really cool how they did that on that instrument. All right, my name is Matt Stohrer. I repair saxophones for a living. I hope you find that interesting. Thanks for watching. All right, just as an addendum, I actually have another Couesnon in the shop right now, and I will make a video of this one eventually too. What?